What is up, guys? Mikkel here, and today we're covering my favorite stock. Just kidding, we're covering Astra Stock today. Deadnsyde has been MIA since the failed launch. I am patiently awaiting his next video. I cannot wait to see it. As you can see, I'm subscribed. I'm ready. Let's do it. But I actually found more bad news for Astra Stock, and this was actually someone who commented on one of my videos and tipped me into it. So let's jump right into it. Guys, make sure if you're watching this video, you probably aren't enjoying this content, but make sure you go look at my other content so you guys can learn about some real stocks to invest in. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment down below. But I think I found something kind of shocking. So you go through Astra's investor presentation, and like I've pointed out before, I have a lot wrong with this investor presentation. It's very rare where I look at an investor presentation and I'm just like, wait, what? What is this? You see right here that their CEO, and it says NASA right here, and you're just like, oh, this guy worked for NASA. He probably worked on the rockets there. He probably has some experience there. But if you notice over here, you really don't see any other really rocket, aerospace experience. And given this is the CFO and CIO, you wouldn't really expect to see it from them. But you look at the chairman, the two chairmen, I guess, and none of them really, besides this NASA experience right here, there's not a lot of aerospace or experience. So we really would hope to see that this would be some solid experience, but I figured I'd jump into it and see what he was really doing at NASA. And before we get to it, because I think I'm going to make you guys wait real quick, I just want to point out some of the other things I didn't like in their investor presentation, for the overly broad things right here where it essentially said nothing, and how they list stats for all their competitors and not themselves, which I think is weird, because isn't this supposed to be about you? And then how they're essentially crushed SpaceX and they can't even launch a rocket. But anyway, putting all that aside, let's get into their CEO. So their CEO is Chris Kemp, which, I mean, he's a stud. He's a good-looking guy, but what does he do? He apparently, his NASA experience was he was a Chief Information Technology Executive, which essentially what he did at NASA was he led their IT department. What? The CEO, whose NASA experience was really just the head IT guy. And let me just show you right here, NASA Chief Technology Officer for Information Technology. So this guy was the head of IT at NASA. He wasn't some chief engineer on their rockets or propulsion systems. This guy was the IT guy. It's like, what? This is who's leading Astra? And not only that, this is the guy leading Astra on a board with virtually no other significant time in the industry? Also, this is a company that they claim is going to beat SpaceX in terms of how fast they get their rocket into space. This is the company that says they're going to have revenue-carrying flights by the end of the year, but haven't got a rocket into orbit yet. This is a company whose rocket can only carry 100 pounds. And they don't have anyone on their board, and maybe they're hiding, but you would think they would have them up in center. Like, you would assume they put their most relevant people here, and their one guy with ties to NASA is the IT guy. But wait. There has to be a head of engineering, so maybe he has some experience. Well, let's just jump into it quick. Where did he work? No, 21 years at Apple. Well, I'm sure there's going to be some awesome software on this rocket, but are they going to get it to fly? I mean, you can't turn down Apple experience, but, like, this guy was, like, a manager, like, of sensing hardware. yeah, I mean, sensors do seem important to a rocket, but I don't see any real aerospace knowledge on the head of this team. And it's not like this is like some massive deal breaker. This is stuff you add on onto the other videos I did where I already said I was extremely skeptical of this company. Where's the experience? Like, jeez. And like I said in my other videos, this is a company who's saying they're going to be the fastest space company into orbit and beat SpaceX by 2.5 years. If these non-aerospace people can't deliver on this, this company is pushing back revenue for 2.5 more years if they cannot beat SpaceX. And that's like saying this guy's not going to beat Usain Bolt in a race. Like, or he's saying I'm going to crush Usain Bolt. Like, all right, like, let's see it and I'll believe it. But until then, good luck. Yeah, if you guys, like, can't see my skepticism, I think it's at least a little valid. I keep going. Astra failed its sixth rocket test failure. Yeah, this is now 3 more than Rocket Labs, and Rocket Labs is working on this for 11 years. Astra's on year 4. It's not that I'm saying they're not going to get it. I'm saying how long is it going to take before they get it. The last thing I want to do, sorry, Deadnsyde, we don't want to do that. Oh my god, guys, you would not believe how funny the comments I get on these videos. Like, honestly, like, this is one of the best parts so far. So, I just want to address one thing. If you know better, why are you not working in rocket science? Well, guys, this guy must be 10. But anyway. I actually work in surgical robotics, so I do understand engineering to a pretty high degree. I am not a rocket scientist expert, but I am a common sense expert, and I think that's all it really takes at this point to understand this company. It's not like they haven't flown yet, and I'm analyzing their technology. No, they literally suck at flying, and I have eyes, and I can watch their rocket barely get off the ground. This video is full of misinformation. If you guys watch this video, there's no misinformation. I literally just talk about what I see. So, I mean, unless the investor presentation is misinformation, I don't think that's my fault. Why would I listen to you? You certainly don't have to. I made this video because I was bored. So, and this is a company that I felt like talking about in the given moment, and it seems to get hilarious reactions. So at this point, I'm not sure if I can stop. And this is the last one I did think was these last two. This is a great trade for me. They try to launch a stock, it goes up, then it does bad, it comes back down. I mean, that's great, but we're talking about, I don't trade. I'm talking about investments here. If it's easy money to sell the news and do the rumor, dude, be my guest. Like, congrats. Easy way to make money. I'm just saying, bag holding the stock for the next 3 years while they try to get a rocket in the air. I think there's better bets. I mean, go pool some money together and go invest in SpaceX. I mean, please, something other than this company. And last of all, this JMC kid, you can tell he has Astra Stock because he just could not take what I was putting out. He says, looks bad right now, but looking at long, they will succeed for sure. Everyone learns from mistakes. Yeah, guys, this is great. Like, I'm sure they'll get it eventually, but we're not Astra's parents. Like, this is a company we're putting our money in to get a profit. Like, what I'm saying isn't that Astra will never succeed. I'm saying that from a stock perspective, they are doing a horrible job right now, and I don't see it getting better anytime soon. I'm not saying in 10 years from now, Astra won't have a rocket into space. If that was the case, that would be pathetic. I'm saying that I think it's going to at least take 1.5 years, and if that happens, the stock is going to get murdered because their whole business plan right now is going to fall apart, and the SEC issued warnings about companies creating unrealistic investor presentations and going SPAC, and I think this is exactly a company that falls directly into that. But that does not mean they will never succeed. I'm sure they will learn. I'm sure these people I'm sure their CEO is not a fraud. I'm sure he wanted to take over this company, was probably watching NASA from his little IT department the entire time, and was like, I'm going to start my own company. And I'm sure he will succeed, and I am rooting for him, but he has not right now, and I do not believe that he will before SpaceX did. So anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, and even if you didn't, make sure you check out my channel for other videos, because I do cover companies that you can actually make money on, that will actually have good stocks going forward, and are actually doing amazing things in different industries. Astra is not my favorite. I think that's obvious. When Astra succeeds, I will make a video on how I was wrong, but the one stipulation of that is if I start to see a turnaround and I call it beforehand, then we'll see. All I'm saying is right now I am not a fan, and I don't think that will change for the next 6 to 8 months. So that's my position now. Any guys, if you want, you can stick with Mr. IT and see if he can get a rocket into space. But for now, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and Mickle out.